What time would you go in on a perfect scenario on a morning hunt?
Perfect scenario in a morning hunt. I like to be in the stand and settled down and quiet an hour before daylight.
Yeah.
Um, when I go in the evening on the perfect hunt, I would say I like to be in there, a good 2 or 3 hours before sunset. I don't
Yeah.
like getting in real early. I don't like say you get in there 11, 12 or something because, man, most of the time you're sitting on an edge or something. It just takes one gust to swirl off of that edge and go the wrong way.
Right.
And you get like a more of a steady wind the later it gets. But the later it gets, the more likely that buck is more alert in his bed and just laying there listening.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a catch-22. You know what I mean? But I do want to get there at least a couple hours before sunset so that you can slide in there. If the deer does hear something, he has time to forget about it. Um, kind of the scenario where like if you're in a stand and you're staring at the buck bedding area and you hear this buck coming out of the bedding area, you hear him break a branch and you're like, that is 100% a buck coming right at me. You know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been there, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you sit there for a half an hour without hearing another thing. And you're like, was that a buck? But you're still staring.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure anymore. It should have been here by now. And then after another 15 or 20 minutes, you just completely forgot about it. It just
Yeah.
goes out of your mind. You don't care anymore. It obviously wasn't a buck. If that deer hears you coming in there, he hears a branch break, he hears one little thing, and he's going to be locked on you. Like, what is going on over there? Whether he can see you or not. And he's going to be concentrating on that. And he's not going to get up and go that way anytime in the near future. But if you get in that tree quiet enough where he never really locks on you, he just settles down after a while, he just forgets about you. Now I can't say that that's known fact, but I can
Right.
say that it just makes sense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Getting there a little earlier so that you're not getting there last minute.
Yeah. You want to go. You want to get in there early enough where you can take your time. Go
Correct.
slow.
Correct.
Um,
That I think costs a lot because like a guy like me, I'm running around working in
yeah.
a couple
Rushing
different
around.
businesses and stuff, and you're trying to hurry up and get out hunting, and you're like, okay, I got a couple hours I can get out, and you find yourself racing to the stand. And
Mm-hmm.
when you do that, I mean, that's when you make mistakes. That's when you're pushing it, you're breaking a branch or something, and you're better off going slow on kicking one every now and then that's coming in,
Yeah.
than you are racing in there because they're going to catch you on that racing. One
Yeah.
thing I got to do is because of my fast paced life, in the machine shop and running around, with everything else I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I get into the woods, I find myself just going super fast, and I have to literally when I get close to. And this probably isn't everybody. This is just me and how I am. And there's probably some people that can relate to this. I get about 100 yards from my destination where I'm getting to the point where pretty soon they're going to be able to hear me coming. I don't only slow down. I stop. I stop and sit down for a minute, like on a log or something, and just sit there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Completely settle down, and I need that to slow down. I just have a hard time. I'll just keep speeding up if I just try slowing down. You know what I mean? But I got to
Yeah.
slow my whole body down and just sit down for a second and just get into slow mode,
Right.
and then and that's just me. I mean, I don't think everybody's like that, but I'm sure some people are.
If you want to watch another video, click right here. But don't forget to subscribe before you leave.